encantaría poder crear conexiones con las personas para poder hablar sobre nuestros podcasts favoritos.
Otego ọ gụwara m ịfụ ndị na-ege ụdị pọdkast m na-ege ma nwekwa efe kpakọrịta maka ihe anyị getere maka o si wee gbasata anyị.
मैं चाहता हूँ कि मैं अपने पसंदीदा पॉडकास्ट के बारे में लोगों से गुफ्तगू कर सकूँ.
In these times, COVID is making it difficult to see who we want and pushing us to stay connected through different ways. Thankfully, everything we need to stay connected is either on our computers or on our phones. Today, podcasts are one of these forms that enable us to stay in touch, as they connect nearly 115 million Americans a month. Although much of this content is in English, and it remains inaccessible to non-native English speakers. This is a problem for more than 67 million people in the United States. These listeners are looking for a sense of community and connection to others, listening to similar podcasts and topics. But unfortunately, they face four major problems. There's a language barrier for those who attempt to listen to podcasts that aren't in their native language. Next, many find it difficult to discuss these podcasts in a safe place. Third, listeners have trouble finding what to listen to next, as they get confused and frustrated, wasting their time on something that they don't end up enjoying. Lastly, there is no one platform where everything is available to them. These non-native English speakers are looking for a platform that connects them as listeners with others who speak their language, a platform where they can help translate and understand the podcast better, a place where they can have a conversation through a discussion board that is just a few clicks away. To find what they want to listen to next, direct recommendations could allow them to see what others in their community have enjoyed and recommend listening to. And then, from there, they already have another listener to discuss their topics and idea with. Podlingo is this digital platform that solves these non-native English speakers podcast listeners' problems. It solves these problems through a centralized web and mobile application that is offered on Apple's App Store and Google Play. Podlingo is a single platform that connects listeners with others in their community who want to discuss their favorite podcasts. This is an all-in-one online book club for podcasts. Creating this community for non-native speakers in the U.S. embraces inclusivity with diversity. As mentioned before, there are more than 67 million people in the United States where English is not their native language. This makes up more than 20% of the population. With 35% of Americans listening to podcasts and our assumptions being consistent across groups, we can reach 27 million potential users by 2026. And while there is a growth in both native, non-native English speakers and podcast listener rates, Podlingo has the potential to reach even more. This is an attractive venture as there is a large community available to grow this platform. And each user is personally encouraged to recommend Podlingo to others in their community as it helps them grow their own podcast clubs so that they then have more listeners to discuss their interests with. And capturing just 15% of the potential market by 2026 translate to 4 million monthly active users. And at $10 per monthly active user in the annual digital advertising, revenue can be projected at $40 million in just 5 years. We at Podlingo thank you for your time and hope you come join us in our journey.